Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am coming to you today from Cornwall, more specifically a place called Newquay in Cornwall, and I've checked into the oh so fabulous Watergate Bay Hotel. The Watergate Bay Hotel is about a 10-minute taxi drive from the Newquay train station. I did take the train all the way out here from London. They're not letting this American drive in England just yet. So while this hotel might be more convenient to stay at if you come by car, I'm testing it out as someone who has not come with a car. It's 10 minutes from kind of the center of Newquay. It's perched on a beautiful bay, appropriately called Watergate Bay. And I've just checked into my room and it is incredible. So in this video, I'm gonna give you a full review of the Watergate Bay Hotel, including my room, kind of my stay. I'll kind of take some little cheeky videos around the grounds, the beach, all the things that would give you kind of a full review should you be considering staying here. So are you ready? We're gonna start with a tour of my hotel room. All right, so as you enter in the door, this is what you see. And oh my gosh, how adorable is this hotel room? It's just really simple with lots of white, a mix of kind of like wooden details and this kind of, I don't know if it's like a kind of a cool kind of blue-gray paint, but it's just lovely. It is actually worth mentioning before I go full on into my hotel room review that Watergate Bay has so many different types of rooms that you can stay in. I did not opt for one of the more posh, kind of splurgy sea view rooms because they are on this stunning bay. You can have these incredible rooms with views of the water and these bathtubs overlooking the water. And well, in theory, I'd love to do that. I'm paying for this myself. I'm not kind of able, A, to afford that, and then B, I don't really spend that much time in my hotel room. So maybe if it was a romantic holiday and you know you're really gonna spend more time in the room, I would. But I chose to do a land view room, which is probably the lowest priced room that you could stay at Watergate Bay. So with that said, keep that in mind as you see my video review. All right, so let's jump in to seeing some little bits. So right here on the left, you've got a nice little nightstand with some plugs. I'm charging my phone right now. What is actually quite cool is, so I am staying here post COVID-19, or I guess COVID-19 is still ongoing, and they've changed their whole system where you see my surname, and I have a dedicated barcode for my visit where they actually charge my room based on, I've just been downstairs having lunch with views of the bay, so they use this barcode for anything you want to pay for while you're staying, which I will say is new from COVID, and the staff have been telling me it's actually kind of awesome. So anyways, so here is this gorgeously large bed. It does look like, because there are some feet in the middle, it might be, I wonder if it's separated in the middle, but that's a really nice size bed with just two lights over, and I really love kind of the yellow with the stripy pillows. And then moving on over here, let's see, we don't have much of a view because I told you I'm an inland view, so literally you're seeing the cliffside there. And this is just, looks like a little alcove with some plants from, that looks like a hallway running across there. And then on the back side of this are also part of the hotel, and you can see some solar panels from the parking lot. I'm on the second floor. So then over here we've got what looks like some sort of stereo thing that's not connected, with another nightstand. And then panning over this way, so that's the front door to the room, that's the bathroom, and then that's the closet. So we'll go explore all of those. So on this side here, you can see we've got a desk. You can see me waving at you with a really cute mirror. We have a little kind of chair to put some stuff down on, and then I believe that is kind of some tea facilities, but we'll investigate that further. So over here we've got a desk. There's actually no drawers in the desk, but as you will see here, I got a little note from the hotel, which you might not be able to read this. It says, "We are delighted to welcome you to Watergate Bay. Our host team are here to help. Please dial 0 from your room. Have a wonderful stay. Best wishes, Mark," the general manager. And then they've also given me my very own hand sanitizer. So, and I noticed actually when we go into the bathroom, they have this product everywhere. So I actually wonder if this is actually made by the hotel or just, it looks like it's a local, you probably can't see this in focus on the back here, but it actually is land-and-water.co.uk. And it looks like it's all made in Watergate Bay. So I wonder if this is actually made by the hotel or not, but we'll find out. And then it looks like there's actually a Watergate Bay magazine, which is lovely. I can't wait to, I love when boutique hotels do their own magazines. So I'm super excited to read that. I wish they had given me a copy when I checked in and I was having my lunch. That would have been nice. So excited to check that out. And then over here, we've got the TV, which, I mean, I never turn TVs on in hotel rooms, but you've got one should you need it. And then over here, we've got a very British proper setup for our tea making. So we've got a kettle, we've got one mug, I guess because they know I'm staying alone. I have like one water glass and one coffee mug, but it's actually quite cute. I wonder who it's by. Let's see. Original Cornish ware. So everything is from Cornwall. And then we've got just what you would expect. We've got our sugar, fair trade tea, a clipper tea. We've got, oh, decaf tea. So just regular and decaf. Ooh, a mint, which is always my favorite. And then this one here is Earl Grey. We've got some coffee, which I don't know if I see coffee. I see a kettle, but I have to, okay, so infuse in coffee cup for 3 minutes. Okay, so it looks like you can actually make coffee in your coffee cup. Interesting. Ooh, and then some hot cocoa. And then let's see what we've got in here. Well, nothing. And then, ooh, yes, I was hoping I'd get a mini fridge. I brought some fruit with me that I want to put in. And then, oh, how nice. Oh, my knee cracked. They actually left a whole thing of milk. Should you want to have with your coffee or tea. Now that is a proper British treatment because the Brits do like some milk in their tea as well. So Rhoda is the locals' milk. That's really nice gesture. Love that. Okay, and then over here we've got a hanging bar, which looks like somewhere I could put my coat on. But then we also have this massive closet in here, so let's see what that looks like. All right, so this is actually, ooh, this is gonna close. So you've got a full-length mirror here. This is my airplane/travel outfit. I always wear the same outfit when I travel. And then you've got an iron and an ironing board. I've got a towel should I want to go to the beach, which I do want to check out, or the pool, because they have a beautiful indoor pool. We've got a hair dryer, which I'll definitely use. And we've also got an in-room safe, which is great. And then, oof, well, it looks like some sort of big bag of something up there. I have no idea what that could be, but there's some sort of duffel bag up there. Random. Don't know that I really want to pull that down to investigate. Let's go look at the bathroom. So again, front door, bathroom, bed. So, dun, da, da, da. So this is the bathroom. I think this is just such a chic bathroom. There's no windows in here at all. So when you walk in, you see my smiling face at the mirror. We've got what we expected, toilet. We've got a sink vanity. We've got a place for our towels. Looks like a heated towel rack as well. And then, as I mentioned earlier, is all of these, let's see if we can make this focus, all of these land and water products, which I wonder if these are made by the hotel or not. So I'll find out. and report back. But it comes with, I mean, this is like the best setup I think I've ever seen in a hotel. Full-size products. You've got body wash, conditioner, shampoo, hand lotion, and hand wash. I mean, fabulous. And then what it says here, good to know. So let's see, maybe this will tell us. Born on the shoreline, land and water invokes the warm glow after time in the elements. To take these home, please purchase at reception. So I saw in the store downstairs you could buy them. So very nice. And then, of course, we have to show you the shower over here. Let's close the door. So this is the shower, which looks utterly fantastic. And it has one of those, let's see if I can open this. It has one of those gorgeous rainfall showers on top. So I am super excited to take a nice shower. And because we all know my pet peeve, if you've ever watched one of my videos, I insist on having some sort of basket to put my shampoo and conditioner and things. So super happy to see that up in here. So before I conclude my first impressions, I thought I would share just a little bit about what it's like checking into this hotel kind of post COVID-19. And I look kind of blue, so maybe I should sit somewhere else. Sit down here maybe? Yeah, that's nice. And then I can prop my arm on the desk because I didn't bring my tripod with me because I didn't have enough space. So, okay, so first impressions of the hotel, fabulous. I mean, this is a higher end hotel, and it shows from the way that you're treated before you check in, the experience once you check in, and the quality of the rooms and what I've seen of the property so far. Everything is just such beautiful attention to detail, gorgeous design, and wonderful customer service. So I had lunch at the hotel upon arrival. They're really strict about not checking into your room before 3 p.m., which is kind of a funny one because, so I didn't arrive here via car, and because of COVID-19, they're requiring that people keep their luggage in their car until they can check in at 3 p.m. But because I didn't, they just took my bag to hold, but I think they just brought it straight up to the room, and I checked in at 1 p.m., which candidly, if that was just the case, it would have been nice to be able to come into my room then. But I was hungry. It's like a 5+ hour train ride from London to get here. I had to connect once at Par, so 2 trains, 1 connection. And you know, so I immediately went out to the living room, kind of, they have a few different restaurants here. They have one called, I think it's called Zachary's. They have the living room. They have some sort of beach hut kind of burger shack kind of thing. They really encouraged me to plan things in advance, and I was like, I don't know what I want to do until I get here because it's me. So I refused to book any dinner bookings until I just kind of wanted to like roam. And the sense that I get from this hotel is that you really need to book things in advance. So A, because of COVID, but I also am just kind of wondering if that's how the hotel is in general, because like the 3 p.m. check-in is really strict. So I went out to the living room kind of loungy restaurant. I sat out on the terrace. I spent probably about an hour and a half out there just having a very leisurely lunch. I treated myself to a rose spritz, which is like rose, Prosecco, soda water. Oh, divine. I felt so relaxed after that. And then I also had a crispy duck salad, which was also divine. And just looking out at the beach, the surfers. It's not the warmest day out. It's about 67 degrees Fahrenheit, so about 21 degrees Celsius. And it was very fogged in when I arrived, but I have to say when the sun finally did come out, I immediately took my blazer off. I was getting hot. So I would say definitely this is a hotel where you need to book things. And when I actually booked this room, I booked a room rate with breakfast because the hotel is so removed from Newquay. I thought, well, let's just have a lovely breakfast every morning here. Do that. And because of COVID, you have to actually book a spot at breakfast. And I think I'm booked in for 9:45 every morning because I didn't want to do anything earlier. My vision is to wake up, work out, go to breakfast, and then like, you know, get myself together, and that, or wake up, work out, get ready for the day, go to breakfast. So I thought 9:45 would be reasonable, and I'm not a super early morning person. But yeah, otherwise with COVID as well, they also, they did try and call me to do like a briefing call before my stay to kind of brief me on the hotel policies and kind of what's expected. And they also sent me via email a questionnaire that I had to fill out online about potential exposure to COVID before I came. And I'm actually staying at another hotel in St. Ives after this. And it's also a very kind of high-end hotel, and I've gotten none of that. So I just think this hotel is, you know, taking super precautions, which is great. I love that. And they're also, I think, just super organized. They really want to have everything booked in advance, which I think is great in a post-COVID time, but also kind of tough on a traveler, because I just kind of want to like roll in and do whatever I want. But what I will say is I also have to check myself because I'm a Londoner in Cornwall, and I think an element of this could also just be the fact that, you know, I'm not in the big city of London, and there's less kind of availability of everything, so I just need to book it and have a plan. So yeah, but anyways, so that's my kind of first impressions bit, and as I promised, I will kind of take some videos throughout the rest of my stay and give you a full review on my experience here, so stay tuned for that. But let's recap my stay here at Watergate Bay. Oh, I mean, one word, fantastic. I love this hotel, and I think it's just such a special, magical place. It's one of those places I could see myself coming to annually for a getaway, without a doubt. I think I really lucked out on the weather. The weather looked so doom and gloom on the weather app, and so what I would say to you is if you are coming on a trip out here and the weather looks horrible, you know, don't get so worried about that, because there is a chance that the fog can clear. I think especially mornings here tend to be cooler and foggier, but then like midday into the afternoon, you know, even if it looks stormy, you have really good luck of the weather improving. So I think don't get too stressed out or frustrated about that. But back to the hotel. So I would say, you know, I'm experiencing this hotel kind of post-COVID, not kind of at its full normal experience. And what I would say is, compared to the other hotel I've got booked, this hotel just went completely out of their way to brief you on all the safety kind of protocols and procedures, you know, questionnaires before you check in, phone calls to check in with you and make sure you're all set on kind of what the expectations are. There's signage everywhere in the hotel, and I think they're really just going out of their way to create a safe experience for their guests. So I have to say a big thank you to Watergate Bay for that. You know, everyone's wearing masks in all of the common areas, hotel staff, hotel guests, and then when you're out, when you're seating at a restaurant or out on one of their terraces, you can take your mask off. So I think that's been incredible. Unfortunately, I just didn't have time to do the gym or the pool, which looked incredible. And it's kind of hard for me to take a little to take a cheeky peek of the pool because there's been people in it, but I'll have a look before I go if I can get some sort of footage if there's miraculously no one down there. But they have an indoor pool overlooking all of the Watergate Bay beach, which is stunning. They have a little gym room, but I was doing crazy hikes while I was here, so there was no additional working out needed. But had I gotten those kind of rainy days, I might have done that instead. You can do kind of surf lessons from here. I'd actually love to come back and give it a try. It actually looks really fun, and the waves don't seem so intimidatingly large here. It definitely is a surfers, like boogie boarders kind of beach here. People come, they spend the entire day at the beach, and it is kind of something to see as an American because, you know, people have wind, there's like these wind screens, although I didn't find it windy at all on this trip, not compared to my Canberra Sands trip, which we literally were like getting bitch slapped with sand. We were just pelted with sand. It was so painful. Here, totally fine. I went for long walks on the beach, which was also incredible. You can do like a really great stretch. It's such an expansive beach. Okay, so coming back to the hotel, I did eat a lot of my meals here because I actually didn't realize, so I came to Newquay without a car. So I think if you had a car, you'd have more options for food kind of for you. But because I didn't have a car, I do recommend if you're coming without a car just to pre-book some things around here. So I ate 2 dinners and 1 lunch at the living space, all on the terrace. That terrace is so dreamy, and just watching the beach and the waves and smelling the fresh kind of ocean air, hearing the seagulls chirping. I mean, that's my happy place. I just, you know, the menu at the living space is not, it doesn't change between lunch and dinner. It's an all-day menu. So I would say it's definitely more on the basic side, but they do have some good basics. So I had a crispy duck salad, 1 lunch. I had the most amazing rose spritz cocktail. I had that twice. It was so good. I had the fried chicken burger twice because it was so amazing. I also had like a tomato feta chickpea kind of small salad, which was great. Like, not really like a salad, it's just all those things kind of mixed in. All of that was really good. And there were other kind of options on the menu if you wanted, like burger, veggie burger, fried calamari, mussels. I would have liked to try the mussels actually. I think that would have been a good one, but fried chicken burger was so good the first night I had to have it again. So, you know, the food, I would just say the food is really good. And then I also had both my breakfasts at Zachary's, which I would say was basic but good. You know, you basically kind of get like your eggs, your toast, your cereals, your pastries, have the cinnamon bun, you know, all that kind. There were waffles with Nutella and stuff. So I would say pretty much on the, and there was also a vegetarian, some vegetarian options as well. So I would say, you know, perfectly good, definitely something for everyone. But I think outside of COVID, they usually have a pretty big breakfast buffet, which I would love to experience. Also didn't get to try the spa while I was here. That was kind of my rainy day plan. If it was just gonna be not worth going out, I was gonna just spa, gym, pool kind of vibe, but didn't have time for that. So yeah, and then I think the other thing I would say is all of the land and water products that they have are really good. I'm actually gonna bring this home with me, the hand sanitizer. It smells so good for a hand sanitizer, and it's a lot more gentle on the hands. You can see the carnage behind me with this bed. Bed was super comfortable. It is 2 beds kind of pushed into one, and I actually realized I was like sleeping in the middle of the crack of the 2 beds. Didn't even notice it. It was super comfortable. The one thing I will call out is that the rooms don't have air conditioning. So I'm actually super grateful that I didn't come during the heat wave where we had like 90 degrees Fahrenheit, like 30 in like the 30, mid 30s like Celsius temperatures, because even when it was, I think my stay was like around 20, 21 Celsius and about 70-ish degrees Fahrenheit. It definitely was warmer in here. I was wearing just shorts and a tank top to bed. And the first night I didn't really even use the blankets. So I would say prepare yourself. And I think if you are traveling by car, maybe bringing a fan with you you'd be well served with that if you're someone who's really hot when you sleep. I did not inquire if they had like fans you could borrow, but keep in mind it's a decently sized hotel. So I think if you were traveling by car, I would pop a portable desk kind of fan in with me just as that. But I will say if you're coming in the winter, they do have radiators here for heating, so you'd probably be nice and toasty warm. I did have an inner view room. I'm in room number 30. There is no view. I have a little bit of a view of like one of the sides of the cliff, but honestly it didn't bother me. I didn't spend that much time in my room, but there are some gorgeous splurgy rooms that you could stay at here if you wanted to have that experience. So with that said, I will wrap up this video. I really loved my stay at Watergate Bay. Highly recommend it. It's such a special place, especially if you can come during good weather, and I have a feeling that I'll be coming back time and time again. So if you like this video, would love it if you hit that like button. Please leave a comment. Would love to hear your feedback on this video. Have you stayed at other hotels that you like in the Newquay area? You know, we're all in this wonderful, magical thing that is traveling together. So share those tips down below. And if you like this kind of content, I cover travel and lifestyle content please hit that subscribe button so you can see my latest videos in your YouTube queue. So thanks again, guys, and I'll see you soon.